From Armageddon difficulty, colored wooden planks, non-rectangular nether portals, a music villager, reindeers and pigment bodyguards, to enchanted dispensers, exploding arrows, customizable maps and signs, dispenser minecarts, camouflaging mobs, waterlogged leaves and flowers, and pausing a multiplayer server, Minecraft could have been a very different game. Back when Minecraft was still very new, Notch had lots of plans for the game that he shared excitedly, many of which never came to be. Throughout the years, many Minecraft developers have also brought up in development features, ideas, or even showed us early examples of Minecraft items and blocks that would be forgotten forever. Today we talk about the Minecraft features Notch and many of the game's developers decided not to add. Back when Minecraft was in alpha, Notch mentioned that he wanted to add a realism slider for difficulty to the game. Basically, Notch wanted there to be a difficulty which at its most difficult would be similar to Fallout New Vegas' hardcore mode, indicating he wanted food and other sources of healing to heal over time rather than instantly, where players had to eat periodically and regularly sleep, and healing would require specific items. Now this is interesting because a lot of these features would be implemented into normal survival in beta 1.8, so it seemed that Notch decided against the idea of a slider and threw realism features into normal survival mode instead. Prior to survival mode becoming a thing in multiplayer, Notch originally planned to make survival multiplayer more balanced by adding late game challenges such as Mega Beasts or ill omens such as Nights of Absolute Horror, whereby torchlights would flicker or not work and a big red eye would appear on the moon and look around. However, multiplayer would never deviate from single player as Notch seemed to originally plan. One Minecraft feature which has remained almost unchanged since their addition to the game are clouds, which most players, including myself, just turn off entirely. Roughly 13 years ago now, however, a player suggested on Reddit that clouds should be more dynamic and unique rather than just static and random. Clouds could grow and shrink as they move, they could pile up or dissipate against hills and large terrain, and they would look much more natural, respecting biomes, rain and terrain. The player who suggested this would make a nice GIF demonstrating their proposed changes, and Notch would comment that he thought the suggestion was amazing, but it would be too difficult to add right now, hinting that he would utilize the suggestion in the future. Obviously, that never happened though, which may be due to issues with unloaded chunks, as confirmed by another Minecraft developer in 2018. Like many multiplayer servers, Notch once wanted to add land claim flags to the game. Potentially craftable with gold and survival, they would only allow select players to build in the area and would prevent monsters from spawning or dying in the area as well. Before the official Minecraft feedback website existed, Mojang used to have a page on the now defunct website getsatisfaction.com where players would make suggestions that Mojang could monitor. One such suggestion made in 2010 that was accepted and marked as planned by Mojang or Notch was to make nether-like portals on multiplayer which you could set to a certain server IP that would allow you to transfer to other Minecraft servers when you walked into it. This was a very popular idea that sort of predicted the hub-based networks we have today. The smoke block was something Notch put on his public to-do list back in 2010, blocks which could be generated by fire, float upwards and then disappear. Campfires would be added almost a decade later containing smoke, but are only particles, not blocks. Also in this to-do list at the time, at importance level 5 nonetheless, was to thwart hacking. Minecraft was substantially more prone to exploitation back in its early years, and Notch wanted to implement a client-side anti-cheat that would make a server check for flying, no clip, increased speed, and much more. Servers could however disable this, allowing players to cheat. Considering how common cheating and Minecraft hack clients are, I wonder how this would have played out if it were implemented. In a short documentary and interview with Mojang from early 2011, Jeb mentioned wanting to add scarecrows to the game. He even showcased this crafting recipe, mentioning it would attract monsters. Around the same time, a player would suggest scarecrows on Reddit, to which Jeb would respond that the reason he hadn't added them yet was because he didn't want to mess up the mob code too much.